Yeah, there, guys. So this is my level that I've made. Um, it's different to the last time you saw it. So I've put a lot of the blocking volumes on to stop the player from just going out the map and so on. I've put quite a few variations of different enemies around. I've put some of these bigger tanks, one in each place, and then what I've done is I've added more normal tanks and turrets to this place because there's only 3 variations of the big tank. So I wanted this to be like the main operation, like the enemy operating base, and then these are like little outposts. So the mission is to destroy the 4 radar dishes, which are these ones here. There's one up here, just there, and then one back here, and then one just over here. Cool. So if I just simulate this for you now, just to give you an idea of what's going on. So yeah, lots of tanks and that patrolling around, and that just protecting the assets and turrets and that knocking about. Put a lot of the artillery turrets around here, just to make it a bit of a gauntlet, really. I mean, they're not amazingly accurate, and they don't do a shed load of damage, like. But yes, for some reason, these bigger tanks, they aren't patrolling properly. I don't know if it's a bug within the game or the framework or whatever, really. I'm not too sure. But they're the only thing. So what I'm going to do now is I'll just connect up my Xbox controller. Unfortunately, I've only got a few ports on my laptop. So yeah, let's begin. So yeah, so this is the start. This is where you start the game, and this is where you come back. So yeah, it's not too difficult, to be fair. It's quite an easy game. So this laser destroyer, this goes through the armor and straight to the health. Does basically that kind of damage. Checkpoints. Yeah, there's various checkpoints dotted around the map as well. I'll put a load of ammunition and health up here as well. Everything works fine. So yeah, let's just go this way first then. Oh, bloody things coming up still, they shouldn't be. My bad. Problem I found with some of this is the terrain can alter like how targets and that get hit. So I found that to be a bit of a nuisance sometimes, but it's not too bad. I mean, these guys bloody hurt. But yeah, every turret and enemy is different in their own way. I've tried to mix it up as much as I can. Really. Probably gonna die in a sec. I gotta get a bit more health. So yeah, as you can see, all the armor systems and that work perfectly fine. This area does get a bit crazy. That's one of the radar dishes down. Okay, so we'll move on to the next area. I ain't gonna do all the game. I've played it bloody God knows how many times now. But yeah, I've just dotted checkpoints here, there and everywhere. Just to make it a bit easier for the player. Yeah, so just carry on going along around here. You can go a different way if you want to complete it a bit quicker. I've encountered a problem with the bridge I've made. in this area up here, which I can show you in a minute. It allows you to come along one way but not the other. It's a bit strange. So a few little minor bugs here and there really, but again it's nothing game breaking. So yeah, this bit here you just can't go over it, but you can come over from this side. It's I've looked at the bridge and that it's all completely flat, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on with it, but yeah. Also added that a few of them in as well, which is quite fun. It's something different. Okay, so we've destroyed 2 of the radar dishes, so move on to the next few. Now you can go for your high score if you want, try and kill everything. Yeah, some of these checkpoints I've had that spawn back, just in case you get a checkpoint right up the other end of the map and you've already activated this one but you haven't done this radar dish. It can be a bit of a pain in the arse to do a lot of backtracking. So yeah, all the weapons and health, everything works fine with it really. It's been quite a fun thing to work on, having the freedom to do what you like. Yeah, it's been quite fun. It's been different to last semester's stuff. Yeah, there's 3 of them done. I haven't made anything too overpowered really as well. Squeeze through there. Awesome. Yeah, there's health and ammunition dotted around all the map, so you'll never really go without. Everything's worth different amount of points as well, so no tank's worth the same. Some are a bit more armoured than others depending on the weapon, so I'll put machine gun ones as the lowest. Tanks with cannons on I put with pretty high health and armour, and then they're worth a few more points as well. And laser turrets, I think they're around about in the middle. The rocket turrets, they're about in the middle as well. It's I'm just trying to make it as equal as I can. Really. So yeah, now that we've done that, we can head back. With the UI, I don't want to do anything too extravagant really. I wanted to keep it nice and simple for now, because I'm still learning how to do some of the stuff like. So I don't want to do anything too complicated where it would just like you wouldn't be able to see anything really. I mean, I like the font. The downside to it is that sometimes it can be a little hard to read. That's why I try to keep it as in a light of colour as possible. So yeah, we're back to the finish now. So unfortunately there isn't any percentage signs with the font, so whoever made the font didn't add the percentage signs in, just did design them like. But yeah, so that's like all the additional stats and that for the game and that. It's yeah, this is what I made really. It's been fun, and till next time, thanks guys.